All right, so today I want to talk about something that, number one, I'm very passionate about, but number two, I've heard so many different opinions and theories and all that kind of stuff around this topic. Just like with anything else, right? I mean, people are going to have their opinions, their thoughts, and their theories about anything they want. And that's actually what makes us different as human beings. But when it comes down to money, finances, and certain things, there are certain principles and certain things that they are the way they are. There's no multiple opinions about certain things, right? Or at least it should be, right? If not, then it would be like me saying that the wall behind me is orange, when clearly it's the furthest thing from orange that you can ever see. Now, can we argue that the wall is white and the lights that I have next to me are defining the color? Sure. Can we say that it's blue? Maybe it might be green. Maybe it's a dark, gray, and then the lights, like I said, just define the color? Maybe. But if you say that it's orange, then you're completely out of line. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. I want to talk about something that it's basically like saying that that wall is orange. And if you stay with me for about 10 minutes, you'll see what I'm talking about here. My name is Andrew Pizzi. I'm an investor and entrepreneur out of Las Vegas, and I want to welcome you to the AP Show, where I'll be focusing on how to build a great life around health, wealth, love, and happiness, which I believe are all needed in order for you to have a great life overall, and not just in one specific area. As I've done in previous videos, I want to ask for a couple things from you. I also want to share a personal goal of mine with you so that one, I can hold myself accountable to it, but two, you help me accomplish it as well. I want to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year of 2023. So I will need your help for that. I need you to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can get notified every single Monday when I drop a video, and it's always going to be every single Monday at 2 p.m. Pacific time. Another thing that I'm gonna need from you is for you to hit the like button so that YouTube can push this content out to more people, and that way more people can, one, join the channel so we can get to 1,000 subs, but also more people in that new audience can benefit from the information that we're reviewing here. Also, please comment below with any comments that you have about this video or about any future video that I should be doing in the channel. I always read the comments and I take that into consideration for any future content. Okay, so let's jump right into it. What are we talking about here today? Today, I'm going to review the difference between active income and passive income. Also, I want to give you the goals that you should have at the different stages of your life. But most importantly, I want to give you a couple ways for you to achieve whatever that goal is for you, because it would be useless if I only give you the goal that you should have, but I don't give you a way to get there. I will give you the generic definition for active income and passive income, but I will also give you my own personal definition of each one of them. And I truly think that my definition is just a closer and more realistic way of what it actually means for passive and active income. Also, if you stick until the end, I will also be giving you a reason why you shouldn't want passive income. Even though I'm a huge fan of making money while you're asleep and of passive income, I love them, but I will give you a reason why you shouldn't want passive income. Stay with me. Here's the deal. Most people think and hear the term passive income and they immediately think about something where you put your money on and you just forget, chill back, and relax while it just makes you more and more money, right? Well, that's one way to look at it. I also want to give you one thing before we even jump onto what I told you I would review in today's video. Way too many people have watched way too many influencers, gurus, and financial advisors online on social media that advertise their bullshit to sell you on their courses and their classes and their webinars and all that on how to get rich and how to retire by 30 with passive income and just all that bullshit. Let me tell you something. Take this from somebody who doesn't have any courses, doesn't have any classes, doesn't have anything to sell you. My sole purpose is to give you all the information that you need in order to have the best life possible. Hear me out. Please don't even think about the idea of active and passive income too early. And yes, it can be too early. Some people I hear talk about active and passive and what they should invest the money in and what they should be doing, and they haven't even figured out the first income source that they have. Everyone's focus should always be in studying what the successful people have done, which is always to invest their money into the foundation knowledge that will give you the skills to make real money. Think about this for a second. What are you doing trying to make passive income when you haven't even controlled your active income yet? You really want passive income? I would highly recommend that if you haven't mastered a skill that pays you at least $250,000 a year, you do not turn your attention into passive income, into investing in real estate, and all that bullshit that you just want to buy into. Because again, and this is important, that's why I'm repeating myself so much, you're never going to have maximized any of your opportunities on the passive income or on the active income if you shift your attention too early into anything, not only active and passive, but anything in your life. You should master the first one before moving on to the second one. Now let me give you the generic definition of passive income. Passive income is defined as income generated from something other than your employer or a business, such as rental properties, stocks, dividends, or interest. Now, let me give you the part where I disagree with that definition. Things like real estate, for example, per their definition, it's completely passive. But most of the times, you're always going to have some form of management role when you invest in real estate. The part that I hate the most is that people think, okay, I'm going to be investing $100,000, I'm gonna buy a property, I'm gonna sit back, relax, and collect a check. When in reality, that's not the case. The case is you're going to have to be involved in that investment, which makes it not be so passive. Something will happen or something will need to be done that will break it out of the being passive thing. Stocks, for example, need to be bought and sold, so that's not passive. Real estate, the properties are going to need maintenance, they're going to need certain things, so that's not passive. And even if you get a property management company, that's not passive because you have to find them, you have to sign a contract, you have to do multiple things in order for you to have that investment running. So if you're getting into it to not do a single thing, let me just tell you, don't get into it. I, on the other hand, have my own definition of passive income. Passive income for me is anything that takes 5 or less hours a week, whether it's a business, an investment, stocks, whatever the case may be, but it doesn't take more than 5 hours a week from my time. That allows me to still be focused on the main thing, but me being realistic that it's going to take some time of my day to make that happen and to make that business or that investment or whatever run. Active income, of course, is what takes the most time out of your week. And in turn, it should be the cash cow, should be the main source of income that allows you to spend and invest the money in other areas. Now, the important thing here is please do not ever turn attention away from the main one. Never let anything else get on the way of your active income, because the moment you do that, all the fun ends and you won't have any money left over to invest or do anything with. And you should never ever turn attention into anything else again before you're even making more than $250,000 a year. What should be the goals for passive income, and what are a couple ways that you can use to get there? By the way, comment below if you want me to go deeper into what you should be doing to get passive income, because I can't really do it in this video, but if you comment below, I can expand more on this topic. One thing that you can do to make passive income is to flip properties. Most people would listen to this and be like, you're an idiot, you don't know what you're talking about, this is not passive. But per my definition, you can put the right team in place and flip one property a month, make $10,000 a month in profit by working 5 hours a week because you put the right team in place. Number 2 is you can start an e-commerce store. Now, this is going to take more time up front because you're gonna have to find products, set up the store, and put everything so that it's up and running. But once it's up and running, let me tell you something. It's a very, very, very passive thing where I actually spend about 1 to 3 hours a week, and that's all I need to do. So it is very passive if you do it the right way. Number 3, and probably the most passive out of the 3, is to be a capital investor in a business. Most people have business ideas, they have a business plan, but they don't have the capital, the money to start the business. Well, guess what? You, if you're making good money, let's say $250,000 or $500,000, and you're stacking money aside, you can be the one who puts that money. You can get a portion of the ownership of the company and let them run the business, and you can be focusing on your active income. Now, this is the most passive of all because you're going to be putting the money, they're going to run the company, you co-own the company, but you can focus on your main source of income because all you need to do is just come back to them 1 to 3 hours a week to check on expenses, numbers, payroll, etc. This could also be the case with real estate if you hire a property management company that you know that will do everything for you. And all you need to do is just check with them for 1 to 2 hours a week so that you can make sure that they're not screwing you over either, because that could happen. The real estate property manager, if you just like go two hands off, they can come up with expenses, repairs, and stuff that you don't even know and they don't even exist. Anyway, with either one of the strategies that you choose, please always take into consideration the following. Number one, your goal for passive income should always be dependent on your expenses. For example, my goal was always from day one, since I started making money, to cover my expenses with my passive income so that I can use my active income to keep investing and to keep just living my life. Number two, you should never try to get passive income just for the sake of not ever working again. We as humans need to be working. That only will bring you unhappiness because we need to feel that we're helpful to the world, that we're busy, that we're doing something. So please, if you can do me a favor, just do not buy into the idea of retiring by 30, but rather take my approach, which is to have the option to not work, but choose to work anyway because you love what you do. Take care, everybody. Thank you for watching until the end. And as always, please go follow me on Instagram and comment below if I miss any points or anything that you want me to cover in the future. Thank you.